Hey everyone, it's Charlie Grace with Forever Best Friend. Hope you're having a fabulous Monday and welcome to Travel Chat. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We've got some games, we've got some people we're going to talk to. We're going to learn all about some really cool meetups happening in 2022. So without further ado, let's see who's in the chat, and do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. I can't talk today. Thumbs up, give us a nice like, and if it's your first time being here and you like hanging out with us, hit that subscribe too and hit the bell to get notified. We do 2 live streams a week. We do one at Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Here we are. And Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we do a happy yappy hour. So without further ado, we're going to move on and see who's in the comments and say hi to some people. Let me just click a button here. Oh my gosh, we have so many people here today. This is so nice having our friends come over. Hello, hello. First in the house, Dream on Wheels. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, and there's our friends at Foreverland. Hey, how are you? Glad you're home. Glad you guys had a really good time. There's Full-Time Dream. Good to see you too. Cruising on the high seas. Hello. Howdy, y'all. Good to see you. And there's Ford Man. McGuire's on Tires Rate. And thanks for sharing this out. Really appreciate it when you guys share it our live stream so we can get more people in and we can do more fun things. So really nice. There's Thrifty Angela. And here comes McGuire's on, or Melanomatic. Good to see. There we are. If you guys don't know, I did a really cool interview with a few van lifers, and Melanomatic was one of them, Johnny's Journey and Lady Bug Out. So if you want to check that out, you can check that after this. It's really neat. Land Cloud Adventures. Hey, Nate. Hi, hi, hi. Ashley's World. And of course, there's Thrifty Angela. Oh, wow. We have all sorts of really. Oh, there's Bree. Hey, Bree. Good to see you. And Mo Bang for your bucks. Hello, hello. And of course, Susan, I see you in the back. Oh my gosh. I know she's back there in the green room. We have one of the coolest green rooms here at Forever Best Friend. I'm just saying there's snacks. There's stuff to do back there when you're backstage. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, I appreciate that. Here's my buddy and soon to be my neighbor for one of these meetups we're going to talk about in just a second here. Really nice. So let me keep going down here real quick, see if there's anyone I missed. Backbeat Rhythm. Hello, all. Good to see you as well tonight. SCT Adventures. I love making new friends. You guys just rock. And Griswold Family Vacay. This is so nice to see some really good friends and new friends all around. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up one of our first guests tonight. I'm going to show, oops, where'd I go? There's Gracie Singing Adventures. Hey, Gracie, good to see you too. All right, we are going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is meetups. Meetups are a lot of fun. It's a great way to meet other people in real life. We have really great friends on YouTube, but sometimes it's nice to actually get to know them in person. And so what we did this year for the first time ever on our website, and I'll share this real quick so you can see this. You can go to foreverbestfriend.com and you will see on our little website here, we move over, about van life dog. Like if you go to more and you scroll down to meetups, I have made a calendar of some of the coolest meetups for 2022. Now, I will say there are a few meetups that are still needing exact dates, and I've got them at the bottom of the calendar, such as like the Asheville Van Life Meetup and some other things. They're getting dates and they're putting them together, but because of COVID, things have sort of been shifted around a little bit. So they're still going to get on the calendar. They're not canceled yet. We just don't know the exact dates yet. But we are going to talk to some people who are organizers of some of these events, and it's not too late. Everybody, break out your calendars. Start looking at where you want to go to, because you've got to start making travel plans for 2022. So I'm going to bring up a really good friend of mine. Let me stop sharing this for a second. And she is a dynamo who started organizing one of the first, I call it, really great YouTuber meetups we've done. And that is Miss Susan. Susan, are you ready to come up? There she is. How are you?
Oh, doing good. It's cold here. I'm ready for some warm weather.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, it's a little chilly right now. I keep telling my friends, come on down. You got to keep moving down south. So let's talk about the meetup that you started and organized.
Well, we had the Mayberry Meetup. We started that this year was the second annual, and it went great, but we've outgrown that campground.
I know.
And to kind of switch it up this year, we thought we'd move it over to another state. That way we might pick up other people and meet more new people. And I've always wanted to go to Helen, Georgia, and this campground is close to the beautiful Helen, Georgia.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
So as you can see, this is this past year's meetup. You can see all these people. There's a lot more
Yes.
because it's a hill. It's going all the way up there. So we really were outgrowing this really cool campground.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there for 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And now we get to go to this. It's called Riverbend Campground, correct?
Correct.
Riverbend. And So what are some of the things that you guys did? I mean, I was there, but what did you do like for the meetup? Because everyone's meetup is different.
Well, for one, to have a really good meetup, you need a committee to help you. I mean, you can't do it all yourself. There is no way. So just make sure you always have a good committee to help you. Each person has their own thing to do. And we had our meetings once a month, or in the beginning, kind of every other month. Then we went to once a month, then kind of more regular. And, you know, each person had their own unique thing. Like Natasha, she was awesome on the kids. She rocked it, getting the kids' activities together.
Mhm.
And the committee will start meeting at the beginning of the year and start planning activities for this next event in Georgia. So we're really wanting everybody to call there and get your reservations in now for it because we have so many sites and we're going to fill them up.
Yes, absolutely. So if you don't know where you need to go, and if you're like, "Ooh, I want to go to May," no, see, I almost caught myself there thinking Mayberry. I'm like, no, it's not there. But it's in
Still
Riverbend
be
Campground.
too.
I'm like so excited. It's in Georgia. You
Right.
can go to our website and you can see a link. It'll take you right there to the phone number and who you need to contact. Now, we also have, and let me share this real quick because this is important. A lot of places have websites for their meetups. We have a Facebook group. So
Right.
let's talk about the Facebook group.
Yes. The Facebook group is going where you got to go to get all the up to date information, the link to the campground, and everything is going to be on this page here.
And I'm gonna put that in the chat right now for everybody, especially on our YouTube page. I'll paste that right there. So if anyone wants to check out that, they can join and learn more
And
about it.
and this campground for us, they're going to do a fish fry for us. I believe they're going to do it on a Friday night. They're going to supply the food, and we just supply, the condiments and the side dishes. We all do that, but they're going to do a fish fry for us.
You had me at fish fry.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm telling you, it's a new venue. We're going to get some more
Mhm.
people from different areas, which is great. You said it's really close to Helen, Georgia. So for people doing day trips and wanting to like look at more stuff, I know our friends Dave from Texas Family Camping says it's one of his absolute favorite places in the country to go
Yeah,
camping around there
it's
because
got
it's so
it's
gorgeous.
kind of a German town, I believe. Helen,
Yeah.
Georgia is. So,
Yeah, super, super, super cool. So if you guys are interested or if you have any questions about next year's meetup, Susan's your woman. She's got all your answers.
yes.
Just email her.
They have 30 amp and 50 amp sites, and they have tent sites. Um, and I believe Charlie's got us a musician going to be performing there too.
We do. We got a couple little things going on out here. I'll scroll back down here. So we have it was sort of a joke of calling it the YouTube Jamboree Meetup, and someone says, "Well, that means you're going to have music." I'm like, "Well, if you want music, I'll get you some music." So we always ask people to bring like musical instruments.
Right.
We're very blessed to have RV underway. Ricky can play and sing, and we had slow mo uh, everyone came with musical instruments and singing. It was a lot of fun. And so I have a lot of friends who are musicians too, because I live in the Nashville area. And I'm like, okay, who is driving through Georgia at this time? Who's on tour that I could like say, come on over? And one of my friends was like, oh, she's like, I'm going to be Atlanta. And I'm like, oh, really? Could you just take a detour? Just come on over for a couple nights. So we're going to have a Melody Guy, award-winning singer-songwriter. She's going to come over for a couple nights and maybe like do a little show Friday night and do like, I don't know, like 10 songs, something fun. Um,
Maybe you can get Luke Bryan next year.
we can try. Absolutely. Gotta put that out there. You never know.
Never know.
Never know. You just never know. And he's the kind of guy who would do it. So, but yeah, so if you guys have musical instruments, I think that's something on meetups that people don't think about is, not just being on the committee and bringing your talents, but when you're there, sharing your talents with the meetup as
Right.
well. I think that's
Oh,
important.
we had a lot of singing and um, musical instruments around the campfire. Marshall from Melonomatic, and like you said, Ricky from RB Underway. So many different ones
Oh yeah.
singing, and some of us. I mean, I can't sing, and I tried, but it's just fun.
It's fun. So YouTube Jamboree Meetup. So, and that is, I'm going to go back to the dates here real quick because I got to make sure. And I'll
And
share my screen again.
everybody's welcome. You don't have to have an RV channel. Even
No,
subscribers, we welcome you all.
absolutely. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I love meeting more supporters.
Right.
It's so meaningful. It's really
Yeah,
meaningful to see people that we've never met before who've been in the
right.
chat for so long. It's really cool. Cindy says here, she says, "Hey guys, we're all excited about Melody joining in our talents." Yeah, absolutely. She sings a lot better than I do. So the YouTube Jamboree meetup is September 29th to October 2nd.
Right.
And some people stay a little early, some people stay a little later. It's all up to
Yeah,
you with the
we're gonna be there a whole week. So
awesome. Awesome. And then you can join the Facebook page and check it out. And bottom line is, like Susan said, make your reservations now because it's going to go
mhm.
fast.
I mean, if things change in the middle of the year or something, you can always let us know and we can put somebody else in that site, you know.
Okay, here we go. Full Time Dream says, how many sites are there for this meetup? Do we know?
I think there's 45.
Yeah. And I think right now we have 16 reserved
Right.
as of right now.
They blocked off a whole section just for us. So and we're not like scattered across some across the pond and some scattered over there. No, we're all gonna be in one area.
Yeah, which would be really nice. Really cool. Okay, this is funny. Tracy said, "Oh my goodness, I wish Luke Bryan was here at our something in Canada, and he's the nicest guy and not hard to look at.
Oh yeah.
He's a nice guy. Just saying."
And they got a
Oh,
pavilion with all the little kitchenette stuff for us. So we got
here we go.
they're
It
gonna
says
be
Alabama flags. We'll be flying high.
oh no. Oh no. I knew it was coming. I just knew it was coming.
Well, this is a precursor because let me tell you what I'm gonna say thank you for coming up because I'm gonna bring another guest up and they're gonna talk about
Okay.
their meetup. So you can have your bowls moment because this is your moment to do it. Go for it. I love it. Thank you, Susan, for joining. We
All right.
appreciate this. And then we'll find out more and we'll keep looking on the website.
Okay.
Sound good? All right. Thanks.
Mhm.
All right. We've got another friend that's coming up who's talking about their meetup. Are you ready, Blaine and Mallory? Speaking of roll
Hey,
tide,
how are you?
Hi.
how are y'all? I was like, you guys are just on a roll. You just had your big live stream,
Yeah.
and I'm like, nice hat there, Mallory. Just saying,
Right, I know.
you're rocking it. She's got her forever best friend hat. I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I learned the hard way though. I realized someone had it on last week, and they do green screen, and it's got green on the top. I'm like, oh, it's a see-through hat.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, and I'm gonna share my screen one more time so people can look at dates. You guys have a meetup, and
Yep.
it's in November, correct?
Correct. Yeah. November 7th through the 13th. 2021 we had our first annual and it went well and we decided to do it again. And this time we've added more days. It was just for a little short weekend, but this time we're actually doing it for a couple extra days because there's so much to do in Branson and we had a great time. So unfortunately Mallory wasn't with me at this one, but she's looking forward to the next
I
one. And
am.
we actually get to take our RV with us. And as you know, you'll be there, and we're staying at Table Rock State Park, campground number 2, and we're looking forward to that. So
Yeah, absolutely. This is really cool. I was showing a picture of this is some last year, correct? Some of the people
yeah,
who went
that
last
Yeah.
year.
was we had a few that didn't wasn't there at that particular spot. They did meet us for dinner and stuff, so we actually ended up having about 28 or 30 people there. And as you just mentioned to Susan, it's not only open to RVers or whatnot. We've got a couple people there from the Disney and also cruising genre, and we got a couple supporters there as well. So it's open to whoever. It's just a meetup, no particular genre.
Right.
So so is there any particular plans? I mean, like I know because Branson's a big place. There's lots
Yeah,
of stuff to do. So have you guys thought about putting an itinerary together, or like are there going to be some shows you want to go to? Like, what are our thoughts?
yeah. We're still in the early stages. Obviously, it's in November, so we've still got a little time, and we do have our Facebook group. So make sure you check it out for more up to date things as we do plan those. But like 2021, we went on the Branson Bell, and we're hoping to do that again. It's a riverboat cruise,
Dinner cruise, right?
dinner cruise,
Yeah.
for 2 hours on the river there, which was a lot of fun. We had an awesome time with that, and then we also went to Silver Dollar City theme park, which was a lot of fun. We we ended up eating at the Grand Country Buffet, and they also have mini golf there. So that was a lot of fun. After we got done eating, a few of us went over to mini golf and did that. But this year, we're thinking that we're going to do a couple shows because, as you mentioned, they've got so many shows going on. So
They do. They have a lot.
But
Yeah,
also
Land
holiday
Club is
lights.
yeah,
Land
the
Club is
holiday light.
November.
Yep, go ahead.
My internet's cutting out. I apologize. It says, "Oh, November when it's not so hot." This is intriguing. I'm like, yeah, because that's a great time.
Exactly, and like this year it was in August because we were actually planning on doing our road trip that we're currently on earlier, but we had some things come up and we pushed it to now. And but yeah, November's going to be a lot of fun. They'll have their holiday lights and Christmas lights up throughout Silver Dollar City and also through Branson in general. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So Griswold said, "It goes. I bet it'll still be my birthday somehow."
Yeah, for those that may not have seen that, we were eating at Grand Country Buffet, and I don't know what made me do it. I looked at the waitress and I said, "Hey, it's can we pretend like it's this guy's birthday? It's really not." And they're like, "Sure, let me get some people together and we'll sing." and then he's like, what's going on?"
It's the best. It's a really good time. I'm excited about this one because, like you said, it's not going to be too hot.
Yeah.
It's November's a great time, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Christmas lights and stuff. That'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
So do we know? Like I know I have a reservation. You have a reservation. I think Dream on Wheels has made the reservation. Do we have any other people that might be camping that we know of right now?
I will say our Epic RV Adventure, Michael and Shelly, they have they'll actually be right beside us, so they've already reserved their spot. So and I'm thinking that Jerry and Sherry, I haven't heard from them, but they're obviously not far from Branson from where their location's at, so they love the area, and they were actually there for 2021, and I think they'll end up being back. They were actually the ones who recommended Table Rock State Park, so
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've never been to Table Rock State Park, but I've heard decent things. It seems like a
Yeah.
really nice place. And I was thinking of there sometimes when you have places like that, they do trolleys or buses, and because it's a state park, I highly doubt it. However, I'm thinking with enough of us there, I'm sure we can get to and from and in and around town. So
Oh yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I will say too, if anyone's interested in this meetup, email me at info@rayleighcreative.com, and that way we can kind of have a hard count of who's going to be there. That way, when we have a dinner meetup or something, we'll kind of know how many to prepare for. And we actually have not contacted the campground. It's kind of, call the campground, just let them know the dates and stuff. We haven't really told them that we have a meetup or anything, but
You can also make reservations
yeah,
online.
you can make reservations online. So it's open now since it's
now's a great time to make
365.
reservations because there's a lot of things that are available. We're a year out, so when you start looking at reservations, it's easier to do it now. I'd rather do it now, and if
Yep.
something pops up, I can always decline down the road. At least I have the reservation, or I could help someone else out who needs one. That's
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Like we said, it's open to anyone, no genre. And it's kind of more of it's not going to be your typical meetup where, you have certain things and stuff. If someone wants to come and out to dinner, and that be the only thing they do because there's so much in Branson, it's not a meetup where you have to do everything,
Right. Yeah.
We would at least like to see you at least just once and shake your hand, hug your neck or whatever, but you're definitely welcome to do whatever, in Branson because there's so much to do. So
Right.
very cool. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
people I haven't been able to see because it's going to be
Yep.
a nice little area. So and like you said, it's the holiday season, so
Yep.
it'll be perfect. That'll be
And
it's a
it
nice
worked
little
out good. Yeah, it worked out good too as well because there's other meetups, people coming from Michigan down this way, and then once they get done with Georgia and a couple meetups, they can keep on going and caravan into Branson, which will be a lot of fun. So.
Right.
Yeah. And Marshall says, Branson has a lot to do.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, if you
Yeah,
guys have any questions about the Branson meetup, Blaine and Mallory with Really Creative Travel, they are your contacts. They are organizers. So these are the people. I put the email in the chat, and I put the link to the Facebook group in the chat as well. So if you guys want to check that
Okay.
out, like I said, you can always come to our website. We've got the links on there too. But It's right there for you guys.
Yep.
Hopefully
I also
y'all-
want to say real quick, Sherry Awesome Sunsets. I want to say thanks to her. She was very key and vital in helping out with the first one, and she's still helping organize stuff as well as Griswold Family Vacay because they both go a lot of season ticket holders to Silver Dollar City, so they know a lot of
Right, they're the
cool.
experts.
Yeah, they're the experts, so they've been helping out a lot. So thank them, and I also want to thank you, Charlie Grace, for giving us the opportunity to come up and share a little bit about Branson and the meetup. So
You're ever so welcome. This is great. This is what it's all about. It's about
yeah,
community and letting people know what's going on. When I first started, this is sort of an interesting story. When I first started doing YouTube, um, one of my first interviews that I did was with someone who's in our community. And unfortunately, they're not in the best of health these days, but they turned me on to a meetup, which ended up becoming Mayberry. And I had no idea about anybody. I didn't know anybody. I was just starting out. I'm like, I don't know these people. And I'm thinking, who are these people aren't going to know me from Adam. It ended up being a fabulous opportunity of getting to know people a little better. And then, of course, collaborating
yeah,
and creating better videos. It just sort of it's a great community. So thanks for
Right.
doing this. We really appreciate it. I think
yeah, this is fun.
it's really
Yeah,
cool.
so,
Oh, here we go. Backbeat Rhythm says Silver Dollar City barbecue is absolutely the best. All right.
Ooh.
The challenge
We're
has
gonna have
been
to try
thrown
that.
yeah,
out.
the challenge. We'll let you know. So
We will try the barbecue. Oh my gosh. Well, guys,
exactly.
any other comments before I let you guys take off? Because I know you'd had a long live. I know what that's like. Your voice gets tired.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Like I said, if anyone's interested, or if you know someone that may be interested, and the good thing about Branson and just Missouri as a whole is it's right there in central. It's like
It's a good
it's
central
it's a good
location.
central location for someone that's in either the west. For us, it's a little dry, but we don't mind because we just love going out there anyway. But yeah, it's in a good location, so make sure if you know someone that's interested, let them know about it. We're gonna have a lot of fun for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well,
I
thanks for
see.
coming up, guys. And we will
No
see
Thank
problem.
you
Yeah.
you.
on the
Yeah.
tubes. All right. Good to see you guys.
Thank,
Bye.
thank you again.
Bye.
Bye.
They're so sweet. These are two amazing meetups next year. If you guys don't have them on your calendars, check out our website. Like I said, we've got a lot of things coming up. We do have some guests that did want us, meaning me. Rosie Bell Dog is by my side to talk about their meetups that can't make it today. And one of them is a really cool first time meetup. And for those people who are way up north, we're talking Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, up in that area. Randy's Adventure is having her first meetup, and I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to give you the dates exactly when that one is. This one's in June 3rd through the 5th. Randy's Adventure Meetup. It is going to be, let me go back here. Here it is. Her first summer meetup. If you want to camp together, it's going to be really cool. And essentially what she wants you to do is go to reserve. It's at a county park. It's a really nice park. And then once you make your reservation, then you're going to fill out her Google form to let her know you're coming, so she knows who's coming and who to get ready for. There's going to be some really cool people there because there's a lot of us who are going to be doing some, like, we'll say maybe many get-togethers, many informal sessions to talk about things, whether it be like van life or camping with dogs or some best practices in YouTube, things like that. So it's for YouTubers and supporters. It's not just YouTubers. Supporters are invited, of course. And she's planning on doing, let's see, a little Friday get together, little meetup party. Saturday she wants to do a hike. Sunday, she's getting this whole cornhole thing put together, which looks really cool. And then a potluck dinner on Saturday night. And then Sunday, getting together for breakfast and saying goodbyes. So she's got a little rough itinerary going there. But if you're interested, I would make a reservation. It is a small park. This is not a huge park. So I would say it can hold about 30 maybe. And I know there's probably at least 4 or 5 that have already started to make reservations. So if you're interested, do not forget, check it out for Randy's Adventures. This is going to be in Wisconsin. So for me, it's really fun because that means I get to go up near Chicago and see all my Chicago buddies and see what's going on, which is way cool. Let's see what we got going on in the chat right down here. Oh my gosh. Griswold said, we'll be in Branson for a month. Wow, that's awesome. Gosh, I haven't been there in a really long time. So this is going to be really fun for me to see what's going on down there. And it looks like Northwoods RV Life is here. Good to see you, Northwoods. Thanks for dropping in. See what's going on. Let's take a look and see what our next meetup we're going to talk about is. Let me go back over here. For those of you who have heard of RV Village, there is a large rally this year for RV Village. It's happening in January. January? No, March, this one. March from 9th through 13th. This will be down in Florida. It's at the Sewanee Music Park and Campground in Live Oak, Florida. It's a great, great campground. It's huge. I don't exactly know the particulars as far as, I know you can reserve a spot, but I think they're waiting to get the actual tickets for the event. So if you want to know about it and you want to get notified, you need to go to rvvillage.rally.com, and I will drop the link in the chat right now. I'll put it right there so you guys can take a look at this. I know that myself, I have plans to go. I know our friend the Gippy Camper has been talking about going to this too. Everyone I know who went last year had a fantastic time. And of course, Florida in March, it's going to be gorgeous weather. So perfect time. Oh, here we go. Barrett's like, here's Gippy Camper. He says, be sure to get a boondocking spot with me. Absolutely, man. I'm so excited about this one. Here's a question for our best friend. Which host service are you thinking about switching to for your website? Ooh, good question. We will talk technology a little bit. I promise. That's a really good one. We are doing some big changes. There's my friend V. And she's like, hello, Charlie Grace, and all you beautiful people. Give a thumbs up as well. We love V. She's really awesome. She's one of our awesome peeps. But yes, so RV Village, check it out. If you want to go, you have the opportunity. We just dropped you the link right there. All right, let's see what else is coming up. So I do a lot of meetups for dogs, and people say, hey, are you going to put those in the calendar as well? I will for the public ones. There are a lot of things that are private and or charity events that is not open to the public, and those I can't. So as soon as I know for a fact the ones that will be open, I'll stick them on the calendar. Right now, we're just focusing on van life and RV YouTube group meetups. So you guys can get these in, because this is the hardest thing, is getting reservations at these campgrounds. And I know right now is the time to do it. So our friend Kevin, who is doing the M22 Meetup, which I'm really excited about too. We went this past year up in Merrill, Michigan. Met some really cool people. Let me share my screen again so you can see this. This is happening in September. So M22 YouTube Meetup is in Merrill, Michigan. It's going to be located at Lake of Dreams Campground. And you can go to the campground. You can click on the campground right here. Here you go. Show you the park map. What we've got right here is, I believe, in the front space right here, we have this reserved pretty much just for our meetup. So the back is mainly for seasonal campers and that sort of thing, but the front has been reserved for this group. We had a great, great time at this campground. The campground owner and host was just amazing. They bent over backwards to do some really nice stuff, including like a hayride, wagon ride around. I got to ride in his antique fire truck. We had, of course, the RV DJ was there who was rocking it. And I love having live music. That was fun. And time for exploring. I've got the O22. And I appreciate you dropping that link too. But yes, so M21, if you guys are interested, there is a, on the website, and I'll drop this link in the chat real quick for you. Here's the website for M22. I said M21, didn't I? M22. Gosh, it's hard to imagine. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a great night. We're talking about meetups for next year and what's going on. So this is M22. If you want any questions, you can always email here, Kevin at Where Are We Staying. He's going to be your host. He's got the map going on, so you know exactly who's where and how it's all going to go, and the refund policy. Important. Like I said, though, if you want to make reservations, I suggest you do. There's always a potluck list. So if you want to, we have a nice big potluck dinner at most of these meetups. You want to make sure you put what you're going to bring on the potluck list. It's always fun. So very, very cool. I saw a couple of comments in here I want to get back to really quick. And here we go. So Time for Exploring says, O22. And when we say O, we're not talking Ontario. We're talking Oregon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tim, do me a favor. And I'm going to how do I do that real quick? Maybe I can't do it. I'm going to have to figure out, can one of my moderators grab that Facebook group and also put a link to that as well? Because I'm in StreamYard and I can't go back to my other one to make Tim a moderator right now. But if you can drop the link for O22, that's great. So Tim, if you would like to come up and talk about O22, I'm more than happy to drop a link. For those who do have a meetup this year that they want to host, if they want to come up and talk about that meetup, I'm more than happy to have them come up and talk specifically about that meetup. Nothing else, just so you know, if you're looking to host, you're more than welcome to. I also saw that Four-Man is talking about having his own meetup somewhere in 2022. Not sure when or exactly where yet. So as soon as you know, let me know. We'll put you on the calendar, and we'll make sure to let everybody else know, so they can make plans to do that as well. Always cool. Very nice. So let's go back here. He's like, how about yourself? I'm doing great. It's a happy Monday. I'm so happy to be here. This is so nice to hang out with my friends on a Monday night. I got to scroll back down here. Here we go. New Horizons. Thank you for dropping that. Appreciate that very much. Off topic question. Can anyone give their dog anything for anxiety over the counter meds? We tried Benadryl, did not work. Okay. Well, off the topic question, let's just dive into it real quick since we're the dog lady here. Anxiety, some simpler things. One, if you haven't tried CBD products, that's a simpler thing. You could try the chewable treats. That's probably the best thing. I'm a big fan of Companion CBD. Charlotte's Web is fine. There's some really good reputable brands out there. If you want to email me at foreverbestfriend@gmail.com, I'm more than happy to give you some links for some anti-anxiety ideas. Sometimes you do have to go on the prescription drug route for a lot of dogs. It just depends on exactly what it is. There's something called Anxiatrain, which is more of a tryptophan, like for people who eat turkey on Thanksgiving, makes them a little tired and things like that. So email me at foreverbestfriend@gmail.com, and I will give you some links to some ideas, including thunder shirts and all sorts of compression fun things. We deal with anxiety all the time with dogs, so I'm right there with you. Okay, moving on in. Becky Allen's like, yay, alive, woohoo! I'm like, yeah, that's right, it's alive, it's a lot of fun. And there's Tina saying, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining, so much fun. So anyways, so moving on back. So we've done Oregon 22, we talked about that. We've talked about the new YouTube Jamboree. We've talked about Michigan 22. And let's see, we've talked about the Rayleigh's Creative. They're going to do Branson. Now, what am I missing? There's a couple more in here that we're going to talk about. Let me share my screen one more time. We have a couple of expos down here that are not ready yet. So speaking of Oregon, Descend on Bend was an amazing event. If you've never done Descend on Bend, you need to check it out. This is, and it is something that they don't have the dates for. It's coming soon, 2022, but it is a really amazing event that tons of sponsors. It's, I'd say, well over 150 rigs that come, van life and RVers, and descend on, and they have a great time. So if you're in the Oregon Pacific Northwest area, I would definitely put this one on your list. Another one that is a really amazing one is the Asheville Van Life Meetup. Now, this is one that unfortunately got canceled this year due to COVID, but they're planning on rescheduling it in the spring. So we don't have the dates yet, but you can find out more about it. See, it says it's officially postponed. A real bummer, but this is a great, great event. So you can get involved. For some of these events, you can volunteer. So you can pay, you don't have to pay as much. And that's always a nice way if you want to go to some of these things and just volunteer for a half a day or a full day, and then they'll take the ticket price, just diminish it down, if not get rid of it entirely. So I highly recommend Asheville Van Life. It's definitely one of my faves. Another one, if you are really, really thinking about going to Alaska, they do a group, they have a thing called Van Stock. And Van Stock, we don't have the date for next year, but it is an amazing goal to get to Alaska and then meet up with some people, because it's just a really fun place. Mela said, I see a couple of meetups for your post I want to add to my post. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is not an exhaustive list, but it's definitely something that I know that I'm really trying to participate within, as well as friends of mine that I know are going. So that's what started this. Was people kept asking me, where am I going to go? What's going on next year? How can we meet up in person? And typically what we've done is we've done a lot of yappy hours, and we have people meet at dog parks, and we're going to be adding those to it. But some of these meetups are just really big. It's hard not to put that information out there. Well, Nellie says, Forever Best Friend, can you put a link to your website? Absolutely. In a heartbeat. All right, here we go. Let me just stick that out one more time. Here we go. I will copy and paste it for you guys all. There you go. So going back to our list so people know what's coming up next, there's another one called Vanarchy. Now, my girlfriend, Dee from Lady Bug Out, she just got back from, no, I'm sorry, Vanarchy and the Ozarks. There we go. And this is a really cute get together, camping inspired events for van lifers, camp lifers, and weekend warriors. So it's sort of just, if you're looking for some awesome outdoor activities, they've got a few things coming up. They've got the third annual will be November. They just had it, of course. And then they're going to do one in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So that's a new one that's coming up to do some stuff in next year. So we're looking for more dates on this one that comes up. We'll add that too as well. And then there's one in Midwest. There's one happening in Southern Illinois. And Adventure Van Expo was something I participated in this year. And I was in Chattanooga. Now they're all over the place. They've been in where were they? Big Bear, Hood River, Dillon, Bend, Tahoe. And if you are looking to do any kind of van life and you're looking to build out your van or look for van adventures or small RV adventures, this is the place to go. They had so many things to take a look at and ideas. So if you've hired someone to build a van, if you've ever thought about doing this, you're going to see every kind of accessory known to man and things that are pre-built. So if you just want to walk in there and say, I want to buy that, they've got that. Or if you want to come rent one, it's a great place to go check out places that rent. And you can find out things that you really like. And I love the idea of renting anyways, because as you start to get within the community and you start to look at what kind of vehicle you want to travel in, it makes a huge difference. I'm on my third rig, and I'm on my third rig for a reason, because I really sort of fine tune what it is that I really like. So Adventure Van Expo, put that on your list because, and here we go. Here we go. Johnny's like, hire me. That's exactly right. So Johnny's made some really cool vans, I gotta tell you. But yeah, this is a really neat thing to check out and see what you like. I think that's really important. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. I am gonna drop a link real quick and to invite some people into the live stream tonight. If you guys have any questions or if you have any comments about meetups that you guys have been to this past year or things that you're looking forward to next year, I'd love to bring you up in the green room, let you ask some questions in person and see what you think, because we have a wealth of knowledge. We've got 42 in the chat right now, guys, 42 people that are rocking it and want to talk about these things. So come on back. Let's talk about it. If you have questions, just put a Q or QQQ in the chat. We'll talk about those questions as a community together, and we'll go from there. I love this. Make sure we get some thumbs up. I've got my my partner in crime here, Miss Rosie Bell Dog. Say hello, everybody. How are you? Good to see you. So Rosie's hanging with me, and we're going to be talking about some dog-friendly travel. Every single item that we put up tonight was dog-friendly, by the way. So of course you can go camping and bring your pup. Always fun. Okay, let's see. Next question. Wow, lots of people in the chat tonight. Let me go get out of this one. I'm going to go back to our meetups page. The only things I didn't bring up is Johnny. And Johnny, honestly, if you'd like to come and talk about the Quartzite Meetup, the Box Fan D gathering, I did talk to Dee earlier, and she said she was unable to make it. And if you'd like to come up and talk about that just a little bit, that would be fine. Or put some information in the chat about it. I did. She said essentially it's BLM land and bring your everything. So if you're going to go to Quartzite this year, if you plan on going to any Quartzite meetups, there are multiple meetups. Quartzite's a very big place. So if you want to go, you just need to make sure you're really prepared. A lot of these meetups, it depends on the location. You really need to have everything, because when you get a really large meetup such as Quartzite, you need to be prepared for your water and your food. It's going to put a real big strain on those small local shops when, you know, hundreds of thousands of people show up like they do at Quartzite. So just take some time on that. All right, here she comes. Hey, Miss Johnny, how are you?
What's going on?
Hey, all right, let's talk about this, because I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm trying to get to Quartzite, but I don't know if I'm going to make it this year. Nice hat.
Nice hat. I've been wearing it for weeks.
Oh,
sorry I was late. We were out to dinner and I didn't even think I was going to make it. So I'm happy to be here, but sorry I'm late.
No worries. So let's talk about this Quartzite meetup.
So Quartzite is going to be Box Fan D, myself, Dan, A to Z Outdoors with Dan, and Van Life Voyages. And we'll be over off of La Posa South. And it's the 22nd and the 23rd, but we're going to be there quite some time. So if you're not going to make it out there, those specific dates, we're going to be out there. I'm going to do some work with Dee, and I'll probably be out there a couple weeks. So,
okay, good to know. Yeah, because a lot of people are trying to figure out where to go, what time to be there.
Yep.
And then, are you guys doing anything in particular? Is it just a get together, like a hang?
So it is, we're gonna do kind of like campfire and some music around the campfire. We're really not supplying food in that. Like we kind of did a little bit of that last year at our little meetup. Kind of bring your own stuff and just a big hangout, really.
And that's what it's all about, is just meeting
Yep.
people and spending time. And I think one thing that a lot of people have taught us during especially this past couple of years is just making sure that we're spending time with people we want to be around.
Yep. Yep. You
Absolutely.
know, Tim said bring plenty of I'm used to being able to hit that and bring it up. Yeah, yeah, there you go. So there's actually water out there. There's water out there, there's a dump station out there, and there's trash out there. So when you stay in that little area, there's a little bit of a fee. I can't remember what I paid, but it covers all the water, trash, and that. And there's a place right up the road for laundry and a shower, and it's really nice.
Nice, very
A
cool.
nice little community. And then
But
you can go hike Palm Canyon. That's a
Ooh,
great hike.
fun. So for people who've never boondocked before, what should they be prepared for?
So when I went out there, it was like I was surprised. I wasn't expecting what I saw at all. When you go out there, you pull down the road and it's all there's like just gravel roads, and you literally are just pulling off anywhere. So you're parking on gravel. There's no grass, there's some weeds. So you're parked on gravel, it's full sun. So if you get hot easy, or and it can be windy. So if you bring a little pop-up tent, that's really, just for your little area, that's highly suggested. I tried to order a moonshade and they're so backed up. I canceled it because I was going to get the tent and then 2 months later get the parts, and I was like, so I canceled it. But some kind of sun umbrella on your chair would be good.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah,
yep.
New Horizons said they said bring plenty of food. So big grocery stores are 45 to 50 miles away.
Exactly. It's really a drive to get. I mean, Quartzite's got some stuff. I think there's a, I don't know if there's a, I think there's a Dollar General, maybe. There's something.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
And wait, whoa, Nellie said $40 for 2 weeks or $180 for 6 months.
Yep, that sounds right. That sounds right.
And then Tim from Mobang says, once I'm anchored, I ain't moving.
That's right. I feel like I'm not sure if it's Dee's here. I feel like if somebody's just coming for the day, I feel
Yes.
like they don't have to get the pass. That's what I think. If you're just coming for the day.
Okay, I'll drop the link again. If you want to come up, that's great. If not, I know Johnny's been talking about the meetup, just so we could get a little idea for people who have never boondocked, who still want to come out to see what they need to be prepared for and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
I said BYOB and food and chair.
bring everything. Just be prepared. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Well, cool. If you guys have any questions, so do you want them to email you, or what's the best way to get information about this?
I'm sorry. Oh, you can email either me, Dee, or you can email Life Voyages.
Okay. I need to make a little correction on that statement. Last year, Johnny, we were at the long-term visitor area.
Uh-huh.
This year, we're not going to be there. We're going to be on Plamosa Road, which is north of Quartzite, 10 miles.
Oh.
So there's no fee. No fee. It's free.
Okay.
Off grid. But I'll be able to tell everybody where they can go to get water, trash, and for water and trash is pretty much free. The trash is. The water is like 5 cents a gallon, and there is a dump station. So I can tell everybody where they need to go to get those services, but it's going to be on Plamosa Road. So it's not going to be in the LTBA.
Okay.
Because I don't want people to have to come and pay.
Understood.
A lot of our friends do not have the money to pay $40 for 2 weeks.
I
which
thought
is
we were
what.
doing the La
But
Posa
a,
South where we were
but
at
a
last
lot of
year.
people will want to do that.
Yeah.
We were at La Posa South. We're not Plomosa.
Right.
Plomosa, right? That's the difference.
Yeah. I thought we were. I thought we were going to the
Everybody
same
gets
place.
those two places confused.
Oh, because we've been talking about it on other, and we said, we were talking about how you go over that bridge and it's right there on the, like you come in, you make a left, go over the bridge.
Right.
So we gotta.
Yeah, we can't do it there. That area is all filled up already.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go out to Plomosa Road, and like I said, it's free. We can go as far out as we want. We could do it at the LTVA. The only problem with that is people that don't want to pay for camping can't really come.
Right.
So that's not fair to the people that's the problem I had with it last year. One of the problems is because a lot of people would have come, but they didn't want to stay at the LTVA.
Yeah.
So I
Understood.
think,
And Gracie
anyhow,
said,
I'm
that's
just,
one of the reasons that that she loves you. She thinks you're awesome because you think about others and what they need. So that's really sweet.
oh, well, I mean, I didn't mean to come up and correct anybody. It's not that. It's just, I want them to know where they're going to go. So we'll be able to put out not exactly GPS coordinates, but we'll have ways for people to identify us. So north on 85 from Quartzite, about 10 miles on the right side is Plomosa Road going to Baus.
Okay.
It's a direction to the little city of Baus. And about a mile or two, we can find a great big area that everybody can pull in and camp anywhere they want. And yes, we could still do it at the LTV, and still a lot of people may want to do that and just drive out to the area for the meetup, which would make it very simple for them.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm sorry. I didn't think I was going to make it, Charlie Grace. I apologize. I've been really, really busy, as you know. But anyhow, so that's kind of the situation.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and I appreciate the clarification. So I just,
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all taking the time to do this because there have been lots of questions. So this is
And
good.
I want to say thank you, Johnny, because I didn't know if I could be here. At least you were able to give out a lot of good information.
Yeah.
Everything you said is true, except we won't have dumpsters or water or dump station on the camping area that we're going to be staying in. That's all. But everything else is true. And anybody that wants to stay at LTVAs, there's plenty of area out there to camp. And it's a great area, very nice camping area.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's a wonderful.
I'm going to try to make it. I know there's a lot of people.
I hope you will. I've got messages.
I feel like there's a lot of people going to be there.
There are going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be cool. All right, listen, you ladies have a great night. I appreciate your coming up. I'm going to let another meetup come up, but thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having us.
Bye. Okay. We have two people
in the same room.
Tim, I see you in the background, and I'm not forgetting about you. So I know you're down there and having those nice snacks in the green room.
The first thing, Charlie Grace, is tomorrow is my 30th.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
That's so exciting. So real quick, I know because we've got about 10 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's talk about, there he is. This is so cool. Let's talk about Darian has a meetup. And I'm going to share my screen again, and let's talk a little bit about this. So your meetup is in March. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Who wants to talk? You guys pick one.
Sorry about that. All right. Yes, it is. First of all, how you doing, Charlie Grace?
Awesome. Thanks for joining.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Mute yours. Okay. And but yes, it is. It's the second week in March. So it'll be the 11th. I'll get some echo. Get some background. Okay. Sorry. Yes, it's the 11th and 12th of 22 in Helen, Georgia. And looking forward to it. We're meeting at Friday at 2:00 at Das Eis for, guess what? Spaghetti ice.
Nice.
Folks who want to try the infamous spaghetti ice, that's going to be your opportunity to do that on this side of the pond. And there's tons of stuff to do in Helen. There's waterfalls, a lot of. I love hiking, walking around. Hence, that's how I broke my ankle in Germany last June or July 1st. But it's a lot of nature stuff, a lot of good food to eat, especially the German side.
Oh, sorry.
And all that good stuff. You could even see a Cabbage Patch doll be born if you desire. There is the Cabbage Patch doll factory just outside of Helen. You can watch it be made and a brand new Cabbage Patch baby doll be born. There's a train. They have built a train town, a German train town with trains, all kinds of stuff to do. And one of the hiking trails, there's some falls called the Anna Ruby Falls. I don't know if anybody's seen my video on the last meetup in March of 2021, where Kenneth, he made it all the way up to the falls there, and it was beautiful. So with that being said, there's tons of stuff to do. But the main event, not let alone the spaghetti ice, we're meeting at the Hofbrau House at 6 p.m. To fellowship, have a good time with a good meal and good people. And so I'd like to invite anyone and everyone who would like to come. However, I would like to get a count for the manager at the Hofbrau House of about how many people could be there. Now I know you got 4,000 or 5,000 people. No, it's hard to get everybody to get together. But if you're even thinking about going, just let me know so I can let the management people know.
Well, I'm excited. This is March. March is a great month for me, so that's why I was like, it's on my list. So hopefully I can get out there and come have some spaghetti ice with you too, and definitely go to the Hofbrau House. That
will be so awesome. That'd be really cool. That'd be real. I'm taking my wife and kids will be with me
nice.
there, and so I'm looking forward to it. And if you don't mind me saying, I'm actually involved with 2 meetups this year. In June of 2022, we're meeting on the Zugspitze in Germany. Having a meetup in Germany. The Zugspitze is the highest peak in Germany. You can see 4 different countries by standing in one spot. You're standing in Germany. You can see Italy, Switzerland, Austria, all from standing in one spot. And what we're doing, we're meeting that Friday, and we're going to walk around the Eibsee. It's that beautiful crystal clear lake. And then the next day, Saturday, we're going to take the gondola up on the German side, and then we're going to eat lunch in Austria on top of the mountain. You actually walk into Austria, where there's this huge observatory window. You're right in the middle of the Alps. You familiar with the Sound of Music?
Oh yes.
Edelweiss and the hills are alive. Well, some of the scenes were made right there, so it's beautiful. But if you or anybody else have any information, don't hesitate to contact me or just look at my Facebook group page. It's the same name as my channel, and it has all the information in there.
Perfect. All right. Well, this is great. I appreciate your comment, Darian. I really did, because you're on my list. So thanks for doing this, and hopefully I'll see you in March. Sound good?
So you made my day saying that. So thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right. We'll talk to you soon. I've got
one
more to bring up. Bye. Okay. Tim, how you doing?
Doing great.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Thanks for having me up.
Anytime, of course. This is exciting. So I say O22 is not Ontario, it's Oregon. Let's talk about
It's Oregon, yes.
Okay.
And so Charlie Grace, not Charlie Grace, Gracie Seeking Adventure. I had to correct that. Gracie Seeking Adventure contacted me because she originally, I think she was one of the few that originally set up O21 at Elsie Falls this past year. Well, it is a little further away. We had very bad internet signal. You're paying to boondock, and she contacted me, and I was actually able to find this Joseph Stewart campground in Oregon with full hookups. There's also tent sites. So those that are car camping, they can do a tent campsite if they want. It's fairly inexpensive. They have a lot of campsites there. I think they still have like 67 campsites available, and it's let's see, it's Lost Creek Reservoir. So there's boating capabilities, or kayaking. There's hiking, campfires, hanging out. We do have a little poll going on if we just want to do a potluck or some type of cooking event. The one, I think the Sunday, the 12th.
Mhm.
And there is a Facebook page for it, and we dropped that earlier.
So what we'll do is we'll make sure, if you guys, I've got Gracie's email here that she had on her list. So if you guys
Yes.
have any more information, if you guys want to email me, we'll include it in with links so people can find it even quicker, which is great. Because I know a lot of people will be looking at this down the road and going, "Oh, what meetups are having in 2022?" So we will do
Exactly.
that for you.
Yeah, so
That's
it's going to be a great time. I know it's on the West Coast. A lot of people from the East Coast won't be able to make it, but it's the same. Meetups on the East Coast. A lot of people from the West Coast can't make the East Coast meetups.
Yeah.
So you know,
And here's
we're
Gracie
gonna.
saying, and here's what she said: a wonderful campground you found, Tim. So kudos on that. Last year's O21 started out with just her and Gina and Mike and Teresa, and it bloomed from there into an unofficial meetup.
That is correct, and we had a great time. Yeah.
Well, it's great. I'm happy that we have West Coast and East Coast and middle of the road. You know, it's really important that we do these things, like I said, and it gives people opportunities of planning. So now that we've got a date, you know, people can figure out their travel calendar and where they're going to be, and you've got a place,
Yes.
so people can make reservations now for
Yes,
campground.
they can.
Okay,
Yes, they can.
that's important. Perfect. Okay. When I share my meetup calendar again, yes, I am more than happy. I'll put it once again in the chat for everyone so you can have that. Please feel free to keep checking that. I will update this. I update at least once or twice a week, it seems, with links that people give me and when dates come available for some of the other ones I showed. So,
Mhm.
so Tim, any other really cool things going on in your world since I haven't seen you in a while?
Actually, I'm going to get a steering stabilizer shock put on my Class C motorhome because I don't have one. So I
Ooh.
get a lot of wind drift. So that's going to be happening here in the next week or two. Other than that, just kicking back and working full time right now and putting money away.
Enjoying the dream. Working
Yeah.
the dream. Understood. All
Yep.
right, well, listen, I appreciate your coming up, and we're going to talk about O22 because that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I can get out there too. I might go west of the Mississippi. Watch out, people! It could happen. I just
Uh-oh,
missed-
watch out, Charlie
Watch
Grace.
out! Watch out! I'm coming your way. I've heard about some wineries over there. That's all I'm saying. So,
There are quite a few, yes.
all right, give Duke my best, and we'll talk to you guys later. Okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye. This has been so much fun. Thanks so much for everybody joining us tonight. This has been a lot of fun, just finding out about all the meetups. If there's any updates, things like that, please feel free. Check our website again, foreverbestfriend.com, and go all the way over to more meetups. And we'll be updating this, like I said, as we go. And then if you have any questions, you can, of course, email and contact the event organizers directly. So thanks for joining, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to leave you with saying thank you to our sponsors, because our sponsors are really amazing people that help us go forward on our mission and do more really cool stuff. Now, the real quick question is, can I find my sponsors? Where would my sponsors be? I don't know. I think here they are, guys. We'll see you on Thursday for a happy yappy hour. We're doing a happy ho-ho yappy hour. We're going to talk about some really cool gifts that you might want to think about giving your camping friends this year. So here we go. See you later.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance.